Okay.
Am I? Oh, this is me. I'm so bad at this. Can we can we restart
Nope.
it?
Nope. We're already in.
Okay.
It's
This
Hot
one's not
Takes
really hot.
Weekly.
I always open up with this, but this is not really a hot take. This is something that I know for the majority of us, two of us being already in this place in life, I think would agree on. And that is Zeb and I just got back from a wedding. One of our best friends, longtime friend of mine, and I'm gonna
First time, long
say,
time.
yeah, I was trying to incorporate that. I couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna say that weddings are like top two the most fun things you can do with your friends, and I say that because, and we had it. I was in the bachelor group, and we all had this kind of same thought process. It's like the only time really where you're still young, but all your friends, including ones from like high school and below, like have to come, or their like main priority is to be there. Um, and so I think like Josh, you can specifically touch on this probably. Like you had some friends that you grew up with there at the wedding.
Yeah.
Uh, Steven, I think a lot of your college buddies were in the wedding. You did have a couple, younger childhood friends. Like I said, not a hot take really, but just like the coolest
Weddings are
time.
fun.
Really, just yeah,
Yeah.
weddings are sick.
It's
Like
it's hard to have a bad time at a wedding. Like
yeah,
if you're having a bad time at a wedding, you're doing it wrong.
I think the best part about them too is it's not. And you can look at it both ways. I was running on probably 10 hours of sleep at one point over like the whole weekend. But I think um, just the fact that it's not just like a 4 hour thing, it's like a whole day or a whole weekend in this past weekend's case,
Yeah.
where you're getting to spend time with either new friends, old friends, and I mean,
This
if
was
you guys touch on it a little bit.
the first wedding as an adult that I've been to that I wasn't involved in, and I had a blast at cocktail hour. Like that's
Yeah,
something I've never gotten to experience before.
Mm-hmm.
Cocktail hour is so much fun. Like you get to meet people, you get to talk to whoever,
Just get to
catch up with people
mingle.
you haven't
Yeah.
seen in a while. Yeah. Um there's a guy that we play video games with. His name's Ryan. Nice guy. He it was actually his first time meeting everyone in that like group because like we either knew each other from Instagram or from social media or like him and I played video games together. So it was super cool to get to meet him in person, and we never would have gotten to like if it hadn't been for that wedding. So I know Steven probably has like a different take on weddings since he DJs weddings, but
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you all. It's just like, especially from the DJ point, working behind the booth, you get to see everybody have the fun though, and you get to see all the people get together. But I mean, for Josh's wedding, we all got together and we got to meet different people. I mean, I didn't know half the people there, and they're all friends now. So
Me either. No, I mean like
including his wife.
yeah.
it was arranged.
Yeah,
It was
it was
arranged.
all arranged.
90-day fiancés.
Yeah, I'm actually heir to a Saudi oil throne now. No, it was like going through it all. Like there's all like the stress of everything with the wedding. You know, like all the money involved, all the like planning involved, um, the getting the colors, everything. Like the payoff of just the whole day, like is just like it's awesome. Like and it's like it's exhausting. It's fun. It's like it's cool to see like all the families and all the friends. Like there's a guy that is friends with one of the guys that I work with. I play golf with him. Ended up he taught music at an elementary school that one of my other friends' girlfriends went to. like 10, 15 years ago and hadn't seen her since then. So it's like cool seeing like person A reconnect like with person B. Person C knows this person. And it's just like it's like the Always Sunny thing where like he's like got the board and all
B's
the
in the corner behind the DJ booth just watching.
yeah. But it's
it's true though. You meet like one of the guys. All the guys that I was in this bachelor party with, I didn't know any of them. I knew one just from stories and stuff, but like we were all kind of talking about, hey, next year let's go to the Kentucky Derby as a as a group, and you kind of have that
as a joke.
Well, you have like 5 or 6 like new friends from 2 weekends spent together that you feel like you kind of knew your whole life.
Yeah.
And
and like you guys. Sorry.
No, I should probably stop because
he's gonna
cry. Some of the guys
you all
at the party,
he's gonna say too much and he's gonna get killed.
Yeah.
You're gonna do a drone strike on his house.
You think you're friends, and then
Yeah, you think you're friends, and there's an A10 Warthog just leveling half of Colonial Heights. But like you all got to meet people that I've talked about since I've known you all. Like you guys had never met, like my friend Ryan, like my friend Sean, any of those guys.
We still never met Stick or Twig.
No,
you probably won't. You're probably more likely. Okay, Backpack Tony's not a friend. I don't even know if that dude exists anymore.
Let's get him on as a guest.
Shout out Backpack Tony and Ronnie.
He's their only consistent listeners.
It's not funny. But like you got to meet people that I've like that I've talked about like my whole life, and like like I like to tell stories and like spin a yarn here and there, but I don't really exaggerate when it comes to those guys. Like they are the stories I tell, and like the legend that lives on, like Tegan and almost like fighting Adam and USA.
Yeah. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, man. There was no need for all that.
No, I was just dead to the world. Like we're all asleep. Next thing you hear is USA.
All right, I guess we're up.
Like,
to head to the golf course.
Come on, man.
I think weddings are fun. I think they're like a great time just to enjoy. For me, like weddings are like a mini vacation. Like even if like this wedding was in Knoxville, and which is only like 2 hours from here, but I went and I stayed the whole weekend. I got an Airbnb. Like it was just super cool.
Well, that set you back.
We're not going to talk about that. If y'all ever need a super cool Airbnb in Knoxville, I've got your hookup. That place was dope.
That place was pretty sick.
Just above some dude's garage. Shout out to Vinny.
Dude, I went to a few weddings last summer. This can be like the last wedding talk, but I went to a few weddings last summer. Actually, kind of insane. Like everybody got married last summer. There was one in particular in Louisville that we went to, and it was an old church, and it was just like the coolest venue I've ever been in. Like they had this huge sanctuary upstairs. Like there was a cocktail hour before the wedding. Like the whole wedding party was just out like mingling around. Like got to see some people that I hadn't seen in a long time that like are back and forth between like California, Texas, Florida, Boston, all these places. But just like, I think one of the parts that people tend to overlook are just like the coolness of a venue. Like my venue,
buildings are cool.
Y'all been there like a long time, or like you've known about it for a long time. Like just about everybody up here in East Tennessee gets married there. Like I feel like now,
Steven and
like
I were just talking about this offline.
Yeah, but like when you're actually there, like staying in the cabin or whatever, like throwing baseball in the parking lot, like
Yeah.
I'm actually
looking at the
DJing
llamas over there. Nice, yeah. See, like some of the places I've been to, just old churches, which is fine. Out. Okay. Question. Outdoor versus indoor wedding.
Outdoor.
Mm,
In the right time of year.
yeah, I was gonna say it really depends.
Dude, I'm
Dude,
taking last
so
weekend's weather
I'm-
over anything.
Right.
Really?
I'm a chronic
perfect.
panicker whenever it comes to like setting long-term plans. So like I would probably say indoor strictly for the fact of weather can't ruin it.
Yeah, dude.
But like if I can set the dial on the weather, outdoor for sure.
Yeah, like went to a wedding. So this is something I'd never seen before or even heard of. There went to a wedding this fall. Girl got married in a church at like noon, 1 o'clock. Everybody left, and a select amount of people got an invite to like the legit reception like 4 hours later.
So an after party.
Basically, but they did all the like
Sounds shady.
they did all the like best man speeches, like maid of honor speeches, all that stuff at the reception later. They didn't do any of that as like in the like downstairs of the church when it was over. It was like all
Sounds like a
all
way to get gifts without spending money on reception.
that's basically what it was, I think. But it was I mean it was low key kind of cool because like I got to go to the wedding, then we all went to like stir fry in downtown Kingsport for a little bit, left, drove. It was a pretty decent venue. It's pretty cool. But then like the party was there rather than having to be restricted at like partying at a church. Like could play like Lil Jon at this place, whereas we'd be playing like Casting Crowns.
Hey, whoa. We will not have that slander on this podcast. Yeah, that kind of wraps it up for weddings. Appreciate the hot take. It wasn't really a hot take because I think we're all in agreement on that.
It was just a statement of fact.
Yeah, it was. It was a take. It was a good one. So,
all right.